Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala Sayyidina wal Mursalin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. আমাদের আজকের এই লেকচারের বিষয়বস্তু হলো ইশকেরিশিয়া কলাই। ইশকেরিশিয়া কলাই এটি একটি অনেক বড় ব্যাকটেরিয়া, এর অনেক উপকারিতা এবং অপকারিতা আছে। মোস্ট কমন গ্রাম নেগেটিভ ব্যাকটেরিয়া। তো এই ব্যাকটেরিয়া সম্পর্কে আলোচনার আগে আমি একটা মজার জিনিস দেখাই। This is the only bacteria that wins record number of Nobel Prize. 1958 সাল থেকে শুরু হয়েছে 2015 পর্যন্ত প্রায় 12টা নোবেল প্রাইজ এই ব্যাকটেরিয়াকে অবলম্বন করে পাওয়া গেছে। 1958 সালে প্রথমটা ছিল ব্যাকটেরিয়াল সেক্স, 1959 সালে ডিএনএ রেপ্লিকেশন, in 1965 gene regulation, 68 genetic code, 69 virus replication, এইভাবে 2015 এ mechanism of DNA repair। আমরা বরাবরের মতো এই লেকচারটা করে কি কি রিভিউ কোয়েশ্চেনস হতে পারে সেগুলো আলোচনা করি। প্রথমে যেহেতু আমরা মেডিকেল মাইক্রোবায়োলজিস্ট, প্রথম জিনিস হলো what is the clinical importance or clinical diseases caused by Escherichia coli. Another interesting question is what do you understand by diarrheogenic Escherichia coli, DEC? একটা সময় ছিল যখন মনে করা হতো যে Escherichia coli normal flora of the gut, it does not cause diarrhea, কিন্তু এখন সব ধরনের ডায়রিয়াই করে Escherichia coli এবং বিভিন্ন ভ্যারাইটিস। এজন্য diarrheogenic Escherichia coli বলে একটা আলাদা কতগুলো সমষ্টি এসেছে। Name the type of diarrhea they produce, discuss the role of Escherichia coli in UTI and neonatal meningitis. এই দুটো ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস ডিজিজে করে এটা। Which antibiotic is used for treatment of Escherichia coli? What is ESBL? What are the virulence factors of Escherichia coli? Discuss about the LT and ST. What is VTEC? Pathogenesis of hemolytic uremic syndrome and lab diagnosis of diarrheogenic Escherichia coli. ইশকেরিক মাইক্রোবায়োলজি বেশিরভাগ ব্যাকটেরিয়ার নামেই যে আবিষ্কারক এবং যেখানে ডিজিজ হলো এই দুটো মিলে জেনাস এবং স্পিসিস দিয়ে নাম হয়। যেমন Escherichia coli, scientists Escheric first isolate the bacillus from the feces of an infant suffering from diarrhea in 1885. যেহেতু এটা কোলন থেকে সেজন্য কলাই, আর জেনাসটা এসছে from Escheric. Normally they resides in the colon without causing any disease, but when they acquire virulence via plasmid, bacteriophage or transfusion, it can cause diarrheal disease. So non-pathogenic Escherichia coli, that is normal flora plus virulence factors by plasmid, bacteriophage or transfusion, it can cause diarrhea, intestinal disease, and the group is known as diarrheogenic Escherichia coli. There are 5 accepted species of which we medical microbiologists only study Escherichia coli. And these are the biochemical properties which are used to identify the Escherichia coli, but clinical microbiologists usually they don't need to memorize all these things. Escherichia coli serology is it has got O antigen and H antigen. According to O, there are more than 160 recognized types. According to H, 55 recognized types. This is we should know this because there are some strain they cause a specific disease. So there are more than 8,000 possible OH serotypes. Morphology and cultural characteristics. This is a motile bacteria, and you know all Enterobacteriaceae, they are motile with peritrichous flagella. This is a gram-negative bacilli. Size is it's a moderate size, not that much long. Only 1 to 3 micron and very thin, 0.5 micron. This is lactose fermenter, that is, they form pink colonies in Meconitis agar medium. What are the virulence factors? There are many virulence factors. They can be grouped in the following way. First of all, mucosal adherence factor, Fimbria, colonizing factor A1, A2, adhesing. There are some exotoxins. Common exotoxin are enterotoxin, heat labile and heat stable, Shiga-like toxin or verocytotoxin, hemolysin, and some other toxin. Endotoxin is common to all gram-negative bacteria, so it just got endotoxin also. Besides endotoxin, iron-binding C04 and capsule. So total 5 virulence factors. Fimbria, there are many types of Fimbria, and this Fimbria determines the pathogenicity. And enterotoxigenic Escherichia coli, they have got one type of Fimbria. Urinary pathogenic Escherichia coli, they have got another type of Fimbria. Adhesin is another factor to adhere. Say the enteropathogenic and enterohemorrhagic Escherichia coli, they have got adhesin. With the adhesin, they are intimately attached with the epithelial cell. Enterotoxin, there are 2 types of enterotoxin, heat labile and heat stable. Heat labile enterotoxin is like cholera toxin. It has got 2 subunits, A and B. By B subunit, it binds to the small intestinal epithelial cells. A subunit enters into cells and activate adenyl cyclase. This adenyl cyclase increases concentration of cyclic AMP within the cells, results in hypersecretion of water and chloride, and inhibits reabsorption of sodium. So intestinal lumen is distended with fluid and there is hypermotility leading to profuse diarrhea. This is watery diarrhea, and this is labile toxin is plasmid mediated. Mechanism of action of, just we have discussed it, 2 unit A and B. By B it binds, A enters. There is increased concentration of cyclic AMP within the cells. So hypersecretion of water and chloride, and inhibition of reabsorption of sodium. Finally, intestinal lumen is distended with fluid and there is hypermotility leading to profuse diarrhea. Heat labile, heat stable toxin. This is low molecular weight polypeptide, not easily destroyed by heat. So it is heat stable toxin. It activates guanylate cyclase, thereby increases concentration of cyclic GMP within the cells. It causes diarrhea, but it is less powerful than labile toxin. It is also plasmid mediated. Hemolysins, there are 3 types of hemolysins. Alpha hemolysin, many strains, they can produce alpha hemolysin. Cell-associated hemolysin, beta hemolysin, some strains that produce beta hemolysin. And enterohemolysin, enterohemorrhagic Escherichia coli produce enterohemolysin. Verocytotoxin, another name is Shiga-like toxin. Some strain, that is O157 and A7, produce this toxin, and this is Phage mediated. Previous 2 toxins were plasmid mediated, this is Phage mediated. It is also called verocytotoxin because it is cytotoxic to verocell line. There are 2 families, verocytotoxin 1 and 2. Mechanism of action of this verocytotoxin, it acts by inhibition of protein synthesis and by directly activating the alternative complement pathway. VTEC are associated with hemorrhagic colitis and with hemolytic uremic syndrome, a disease resulting in acute renal failure, microangiopathic hemolytic anemia, and thrombocytopenia. Hemolytic uremic syndrome was first described in 1955. It's a disease characterized by bloody diarrhea, hemolytic anemia, and low platelet count. It develops about 5 to 10 days after onset of diarrhea with oliguria, hematuria, kidney failure, thrombocytopenia, and destruction of red cell, microangiopathic hemolytic anemia. Hypertension is common. It predominantly affects the children. Most cases are preceded by an episode of infection, sometimes bloody diarrhea, acquired as a foodborne illness or from contaminated water supply, and is caused by a particular strain of E. coli 015A7. It is now most common cause of acquired acute renal failure in childhood. It is a medical emergency and carries 5 to 10% of mortality. This verocytotoxin has 2 subunits, A and B, binds to globcelamide receptor on surface of epithelial cell present in large intestine. A subunit of toxin disrupts protein synthesis, initiate platelet activation causing microthrombi formation. There is microangiopathic hemolysis, and Shiga toxin directly activates alternate complement pathway and also interferes with complement regulation by binding to complement factor H. All this leads to hemolytic uremic syndrome. Besides this iron binding cerebrofore, by this virulence factor, it obtains iron from the human transferrin or lactoferrin. So, disease clinical infections they cause two types. First of all, most common is urinary tract infection. And then another common nowadays is diarrheal diseases. Besides these two diseases, there are neural meningitis and other infections we can call septicemia, wound infection, pneumonia, nosocomial infection, any site of the body. And as there, you can see so many types of infections are caused by Escherichia coli. They are the pathogenic Escherichia coli can be named differently. Say, for example, the enteric infection, the pathogenic Escherichia coli causing enteric infections are known as enteropathogenic Escherichia coli, EPEC, enterotoxigenic Escherichia coli, ETEC, entero-invasive Escherichia coli, EEC, entero-adherent Escherichia coli, EAEC, and entero-aggregative Escherichia coli. The extra-intestinal infection, most common is urinary infection, that is called UPEC, urinary pathogenic Escherichia coli, and the strain that causes neonatal meningitis are known as NMEC. So, clinical infections, most common. We will not go in details of different types of different strains of Escherichia coli. Just we are going fast. UTI is, Escherichia coli is responsible for 80% of community acquired UTI. And naturally there is a question, what are the other important causes of UTI? Besides Escherichia coli, the gram-negative members, gram-negative bacteria like Klebsiella, Proteus, Providencia, Cytobacter, Acinetobacter, Pseudomonas, they can also cause UTI. And among the gram-positive bacteria, Staphylococcus, Saprophyticus, and Aureus, Streptococcus group D, and Streptococcus pyogenes. Let us discuss a little bit more about Escherichia coli diarrhea. Previously, Escherichia coli was known as normal flora, but nowadays it is proved that Escherichia coli is a very important cause of diarrhea. About 1/3 of the total diarrhea is caused by Escherichia coli, 30%, more than 30%. And another important cause is rotavirus. So all types of diarrhea and dysentery are caused by different strains of Escherichia coli. For example, enteropathogenic Escherichia coli caused infantile watery in developing countries. Enterotoxigenic Escherichia coli, traveler's diarrhea, that is a watery diarrhea. Enterohemorrhagic Escherichia coli, bloody diarrhea. VTEC causes hemolytic uremic syndrome. It is also associated with diarrhea. Enteroinvasive Escherichia coli is Shigella-like dysentery. Enteroadherent, acute and chronic diarrhea in children, and enteroaggregative Escherichia coli cause persistent diarrhea. So you can notice here from watery to bloody, from acute to chronic and persistent, all types of diarrhea are caused by diarrheogenic Escherichia coli. So, diagnosis of Escherichia coli infections. In case of extraintestinal infections, isolation and identification from the clinical sample is enough. But in case of intestinal infection, further tests are required to identify different varieties of Escherichia coli. That is to identify diarrheogenic Escherichia coli. For example, enteropathogenic Escherichia coli can be identified by serotyping, enterotoxigenic by rabbit, ileal loop or ELISA, VTEC by serotyping, enteroaggregative in special cell lines, enteroinvasive by HEP2 cell. But nowadays, instead of so many tests, only multiplex PCR can be done to identify different types of diarrheogenic Escherichia coli. Multiplex PCR. Antimicrobial sensitivity of Escherichia coli. In case of UTI, the drug of choice is fluoroquinolones. Of course, it depends on it varies from region to region and depends on antibiogram. Ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin are drug of choice if it is sepsis. In case of sepsis, third generation cephalosporin. In case of neonatal meningitis, ampicillin plus cefotaxime. In case of Escherichia coli diarrhea, no antibiotic is required, only fluid and electrolytes. So, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.